Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and if you are watching this, and you found this channel thanks to this show, which is going to be a very long show, considering it's still going, and it has, over 900 episodes in the sub, and only not quite 700 in the dub, still going? Oh god. We're in for a long one, guys. This is probably going to take at least a few years, if not more, to finish, or at least get caught up. And if you're wondering why I decided to pick up One Piece now, of all times, I was looking up different shows that scored well on the Keyword Explorer. You know, with something blind reaction and Pokemon reaction, episode 1. Scored, I think it scored 100 out of 100, so it was like a perfect score. And One Piece was not far behind. And I had already promised you guys I would pick up the show. I'm just picking it up a little earlier than I had planned. As for why, I don't really have a reason. I just decided to pick it up all of a sudden. But once I finish a few shows, I will either pick up Ghost Stories or I will pick up Pokemon for my next, show that I pick up. But that'll be for like a few episodes in the future, a few shows in the future after I finish. Which shouldn't take long, considering I'm almost caught up on a few shows already. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, whichever one you guys want next will be the next one I pick up after One Piece, obviously. I mean, after I finish a few shows, not after I finish One Piece, because that's going to be a while. Anyway, this episode introduces us to the world that the show is set in. Where the Pirate King had gathered a vast wealth to some varying degree, or accumulated something. We don't even know what it is. All we know is some kind of vast, either a big treasure or a vast wealth from from pirating over the decades. And he hid it somewhere. What? Still sleeping. Mom's upstairs. Ugh. Dang it, why do I always have a dang runny nose? That's annoying. Anyway, he told everybody, you are welcome to have it if you can find it. But he wouldn't specify where it is, obviously. It's somewhere in the world. We just don't know where it is. And you would think, with everybody scouring the world, that there are only so many places you could hide something like that. Because, like I said, they don't know what the treasure was. It could be ships upon ships of gold and jewels or something, or it could be something that we don't know about. So there are very limited places you could hide something like that, considering we don't even know what it is. And heck, we don't even know whatever the item is or items are stored in. They could be in barrels, for all we know, in some place, and nobody would, I guess, whenever someone finds a new place, they search it top to bottom. But like I said, sooner or later, it's going to be found. Because you can't just, I don't think there's magic in this world where, you could hide a location. There is fruit in this world that if you eat it, you get powers, but I highly doubt there's a power like that where you can hide like an entire island's location or something like that from prying eyes or whatever. I highly doubt that. I could be wrong though. There might actually be something like that. Who knows? So yeah, sooner or later it's gonna be found. Anyway, this sends pirates all over the world trying to locate that treasure. And this includes Monkey D. Luffy. This is at the point of in the show that he doesn't have a crew yet. He doesn't have a ship, he doesn't have a crew, nothing. And we see a passenger ship with a lot of rich people on it, and they get attacked by another pirate. At first, I thought it was Luffy and the others. No, this is a different pirate ship entirely, and the one in charge is a, I guess you could say, excuse me, kind of, I don't know if I would say egotistical or narcissist. Let me know which one. But essentially, she is not attractive to look at, and keeps on asking everybody who is the most beautiful pirate upon the seas or whatever. And if they say anybody but her, I'm assuming they get the business end of her spiky mace, which is not pleasant. There's a poor kid on that ship who has to deal with her, and the pirates raid the ship. One of the people on that ship is a girl that's actually in the opening, which means that she will eventually possibly join Luffy and his crew. And the funny thing is that she boards the other ship and steals all the riches and everything that's on that ship while everybody else is on the other ship. And they had found a barrel in the ocean before the pirate ship showed up, and it never got opened. A few of the pirates walked over thinking it has beer in it because they know it's heavy, and they go to open it, and Luffy pops out of it, apparently having taken a nap in there. Why? I have no idea. But apparently his ship that he had been on, I'm assuming like a rowing ship or like a rowing boat or something, or a fishing boat or something, got sucked up by the whirlpool that we see in the episode. And he somehow managed to escape it, I guess, in a barrel. Anyway, he knocks out one of the pirates, and the other pirates drag him along, terrified. And he and the kid Kobe start talking, and we find out that Kobe's dream was to join the Marines someday, but he got captured by those pirates, and in exchange for not killing him, he has to become a cabin boy. So, he's kind of stuck with them for the moment. But, I don't remember her name for the life of me, and I just watched the episode not half an hour ago or so. So, I don't know. Anyway, the pirate lady, doesn't take too kindly that, someone could possibly be hoarding in on their loot. So she plops right down through the floor, almost hitting Kobe in the process, and Kobe finally stands up to her and tells her that he's leaving, he's going to join the Marines, he doesn't think she's beautiful, and that when he joins the Marines, he's going to spend his entire life chasing down bad guys, and starting with her. Obviously, she does not take this well, and I think it is hilarious that Luffy just took one look at her and asked, "Who's this fat lady?" I'm like, oh, because, the rest of her crew knew not to say something like that, because, like I said, they'd get the business end of her mace. And, we see that Luffy's got stretchy powers, and it is actually due to devil fruit, which is apparently something in this universe that if you eat, you get kind of powers, and apparently there's different varieties, and he apparently has something called gum fruit, which gives you rubbery powers. I don't know how many different varieties of fruit there is on this, but we'll see. Anyway, he takes down her crew really easily, and takes her down as well, even though he took a hit directly to that mace on the head, and like I thought, that probably wouldn't work considering he's made of rubber. So any attacks like that, any kind of blunt attacks, ain't gonna work like that. To an extent, I'm guessing. And the funny thing is, he sends her flying, and the poor guy who got knocked out before by Luffy, he had got sent flying earlier, and we cut to him, and she just sent flying onto him. And it's at this point that the Marines finally showed up. Freaking take their time. And Kobe and Luffy make a break on a ship, almost landing right on top of the girl who had made an escape with all the loot she stole. What's going to happen next episode is still up in the air, because they barely got away from the Marines, and now, I wonder what's going to happen next. I'm assuming Luffy's going to be dropping Kobe off on the port at some point, maybe, and then he'll be going off and trying to find his own crew. But yeah, this is going to be a very, very long series, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it as well as I will, because there's not much I know about the show besides Monkey D. Luffy, the fact that you can get powers from fruit, and there's pirates. That's all I know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you haven't already, I'd recommend subscribing, because like I said, I'm going to finish the show some point in the future, and I will see you all next time.